What is up then guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of an unboxing and a review of the Clarke Weld MIG 135 TE. This is my upgrade from my MIG Force 90 amp Draper. It's from Machine Mart. It retails for about £300, and to be honest I just wanted to go up the next step so I could get into gas welding without having to go the extra, I would say, ampage or voltage. This is the 135, which runs off a 10 amp plug, and if you was to go to the 151, which is the next step up in power, you have to go to a 15 amp plug, which most UK domestic households don't really run. So let's get this open, get it assembled, and we'll get cracking on. A nice live torch, sorry. And let's see if it's got the nozzles that comes with it. So there we go, it's got the gas nozzle on there already, and then you've got your screw on. What size is that? Okay, so it already comes with a 0.6 tip, and this is what do you call it, like a two-stage trigger. So then you'll have like your prime for your gas, and then your actual weldy time. Okay, so here we have the front of the machine. Obviously you've got your on and off. And I think this is pretty much the same as my Draper one. So you've got your starting one, which is one and minimum, and that's your 30 amp. And then you've got like a midway in between, and then you can go up again to another midway. And then you've got your max and max, and I think that's your 135 amps. You've got your wire speed. That feels quite a nice nozzle. And then we've got just showed you the lead for the gun. Got a little ground cable. This is quite cheap in comparison to my other one, but I guess it did the job. Yeah, it's not the best. You can see might change that, I'm not too sure. We'll see how we go. And then you've got your standard British UK plug. And seeing as the cardboard box was empty, I'm guessing everything's going to be inside here. There you go. That's pretty full. So I think that's the carry handle. No, that's the carry handle. I'm not too sure what that is. I'll have to read the instructions, but I'm guessing that one just goes like that. Okay. We've got a gas regulator. That's the thing that I've heard goes wrong first with these welders. I've heard quite poor reviews on these, but I've got a pea shooter, so we'll see if we're actually getting decent gas. Okay, what's this? Okay, so we've got our glass for our, I think that you've got like a two-piece face mask for you guys who don't own a welding mask. So you put that together and then do your thing. I'm not going to be using that. Comes with a canister of CO2 gas. Yeah, so you've got some carbon dioxide. I'm not actually going to be using this. I'm going to be using a mixture of carbon dioxide and argon, which is this. You can also get this from Machine Mart. I paid £16.79. But yeah, the reason I'm using this is because it's a bit better for thinner material. And apparently I think you can use that for aluminium, but I'm pretty sure you have to use pure argon for aluminium, but I'll have to do my research on that. Comes with some fittings, some more tips in there. We've got another, we've got an 8mm in there, so if you want to use 8mm wire, you've already got an 8mm tip. And there's another one in there as well, so you've got a 1mm in there as well, which is quite good if you want to go oversized. I think it supports 6mm, 0.6 to 0.8 the wire, and it also does flux core and gas, which is the reason that I've got it. So you've got that, you've got a hose clamp, and there's a bit of wire in here already. Let's see what it is. It comes with some copper coated solid wire. This is a 1 kilogram roll. I will use this at some point, but the main reason I wanted to choose this welder is because it supports a 5 kilogram roll. So that seems like that's everything that comes inside the package, obviously other than that and the gas. But I'm going to start putting this together. I do need to read the instructions because this is as new as for me as it is for you guys, because I have like a little bit of knowledge of how to put a welder together, but this specific one I just want to take my time, no rush, make sure I don't make any mistakes, and yeah, let's get it put together properly. Alright then, so first things first, I'm going to put the wheels on. So first thing, grab a wheel, grab your pole, put it through, grab one of these, push it down nice and snug. There you go, that's not going anywhere. Slide it through the hole. There you go. Same thing on the other side. Wheel on. Push on your little washer. And Bob's your uncle. Alright then, and the last step of actually assembling the actual welder is going to be putting on the handle for me. So you want it so the hole, see that hole's facing towards the front. Slide it in. Nice. Big black bolts. Chuck them in the hole. Flathead screwdriver. And get it in. There you go. Do them up. Alright, so with your gas bottle there's normally a black nipple. Put the regulator on. Make sure it's turned on to 0 so no gas comes out when it goes all the way down. Nice and tight. Gas line in. Push in. Pull out. Sorted. So if we turn that. Don't know if you can hear that, but there's gas coming out. This is very loud. So one thing I've forgotten to do is, I've just remembered I've got the 0.06 tipping. I need to go up to either a 0.8 or a 1 mil. Yeah, I think I just got it stuck in there. Silly me. Alright, so that's the 0.8. Let's try that again. There we go. Happy days. Let me just turn the gas on, see if you hear a bit of gas. Hear it? Oh, shh, 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 shh. This regulator is absolutely crap. That's like fully maxed out. Yeah, really. I think that's as good as we're getting gas wise for this regulator. That's definitely on my shopping list now to get a new one of those, because without the proper gas this is going to be pointless. Ready? What are we at? You're literally looking at 4 litres a minute. And I'm pretty sure we want to be a bit higher than that. Alright then guys, so we're all set up, the welder's plugged in, the gas is as high as it can possibly go. Here we have some 1 mil, I've got some 2.5, I've got some 3.2, and if we're getting brave, a little bit of 6 mil, which I think is a bit optimistic. But just let me get this out of there before we start. I am not a professional welder, I've never claimed to be a professional welder. This isn't a tutorial on how to weld. This is literally just my experience with this welder. If it goes well, then obviously you guys might be interested in buying it. If it doesn't, I'm just a bit of a novice, and obviously things do go wrong. As I have said, the gas isn't going up very much, so there is a chance of there is going to be a bit of overheating or burning through. Mistakes happen. I will have to buy a new regulator if this goes crap. But I know as soon as you put something about welding on the internet, there's a lot of gurus and welding purists which just instantly get offended. So yeah, novice, not professional, learning welder. Just be easy on me. Okay then guys, so that's on the 1mm. As you can see, I had one blow through. I'm not gonna lie, they don't look amazing. I do need to mess with wire speed. I was getting a little bit too hot, so they are a couple of things that I need to work on, go through the settings a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, that little bit of welding there is like the best welding I've ever done. Flux core has just, I should have started on gas, but it was a good way to start. You guys are probably at home like, this stuff is absolutely terrible. But I've not had to get the wire brush on it, and it looks okay. I'm not going to get too happy, but it's better than, that's probably saying a lot about the work that I've done in the past. But yeah, I'm going to give it a few more passes, give it a couple more goes. Going to turn the wire speed up a little bit. And I just realised I did all that whilst I was zoomed in, so yeah, sorry. Alright then, so I may have accidentally welded it to my table, but it was a good bit of practice. Very hot. Okay, so that's it on the 2.5mm. Alright then, so that's what we're going to leave it as now. That's a bit on the 3.2. I was mixing it up between the 1 and the 2 just to go from max to minimum. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this just to get started. This is literally, whilst you guys have watched me unbox a machine, that's literally the first time I've ever used this. I've had no practice before, not a professional welder, had no training, literally just self-taught. So getting better, it's going to take a bit more time, a bit more practice. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing a progression. If you want to go back and watch the video that I did when I reviewed the Draper Mig Force, that 90 amp, you'll definitely see a massive change. So other than welding this sheet of metal to my welding table, I think it's been a success. Well then guys, that's the end of this video. I hope it helped you in any way, shape or form. I'm happy to receive constructive criticism, that's how I learn. But when I did my first welding video, when I was doing the 90 amp flux core welder, I had some really good feedback, and then I had some people who were absolute arses. So yeah, still learning, always learning. So yeah, feedback will be really nice. Just give it a go. It's one of the best things to do. If you were thinking about getting this welder, give it a go. Bit more practice, bit going through it all, go through the settings, and we will get some really good welds out of this welder soon. So yeah, watch your space, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.